Kyung Young's 33 policies. 1. Political revolution. Reduce the number of National Assembly members to 100 and make them honorary positions without compensation, and return all expenses such as annual expenses paid to 300 National Assembly members and 3,000 aides to the people, thereby realizing middle-class politics where all citizens become middle class or higher. Abolish local elections and change the appointment of local government heads to a presidential system, thereby eliminating favoritism in local government budgets and returning the remaining amount and the entire election budget to the people. The salaries of local government members are also returned to the people as national dividends. Abolish the political party support system and return all political party support funds to the people every year. 2. Debt revolution. Reduce household debt by providing 100 million Korean won per person starting at age 18, and increase consumption by eliminating financial interest expenses. 3. Dividend revolution. Save 70% of the national budget for 1 year, and pay a national dividend of 1.5 million won per person per month to all citizens over the age of 18. Guaranteeing a middle class or higher standard of living for all citizens, and maintain the national pension but prohibiting new ones. 4. Marriage revolution. Establish a Ministry of Marriage to provide 100 million. 1 in marriage allowances and implement a marriage public system that provides 200 million won in housing funds interest-free, unsecured, uncollateralized. Instead of abolishing the Ministry of Unification and the Ministry of Gender Equality, implement a dating public system that provides 200,000 won in dating allowances per month to unmarried people, and prevent a population decline that would ruin the country by having the state support marriages between men and women. 5. Birth revolution. Implement a birth public system to solve the world's lowest birth rate problem by providing a 50 million won childbirth allowance, and a monthly childcare allowance of 1 million won per child up to age 10. 6. Employment revolution. Small and medium-sized enterprises will provide 1 million won per month for 3 years to young workers. In addition, when young workers who have worked for more than 5 years start their own businesses, 300 million won will be provided without collateral, guarantee, or interest. Youth employment is a national responsibility system, and living expenses will be supported until employment is obtained. 7. Education revolution. The college entrance exam will be abolished, and for secondary school exams, universities will be determined by the scores of mock exams for one subject of your choice over the past 6 years, and other subjects will be taken only in class. Protecting the emotions and health of young people and reducing private education expenses. 8. Housing revolution. As the number of single-person households increases, small rental apartments will be built on a large scale and widely distributed, and all existing apartment management fees will be consolidated by region to drastically reduce management fees. 9. Old age revolution. To resolve old age anxiety, seniors aged 65 or older will be paid 700,000 won per month, 1.4 million won for a couple. The national dividend of 1.5 million won will be paid separately every month. 10. Credit revolution. To help those with bad credit get back on their feet, we will provide interest-free, unsecured loans for 20 years only once. 11. Drinking water revolution. To protect the water quality of the 4 major rivers and water supply sources, we will replace pesticides with microbial pesticides, and completely block factory wastewater to provide all citizens with grade 1 drinking water and pesticide-free food, thereby protecting the health of the people. 12. Yellow dust revolution. The government will provide free fine dust prevention air purifiers and yellow dust masks to all households, and in cooperation with Mongolia and China. We will block yellow dust at its source through an advanced desertification prevention New Deal policy. 13. Fine revolution. By changing the fine to a property-based system, the traffic violations of the common people who live on the sidelines will be reduced to 10,000 won. And the fines and penalties for the middle class and above will increase according to their property level, which will increase tax revenue by about 100 trillion won every year, and this will be paid as a national dividend. 14. Veterans Affairs Revolution. 500 million won each and 1.5 million won per month will be paid to the veterans of the 6.25 and Vietnam Wars, miners sent to Germany, and nurses sent to Germany, and 1.5 million won per month will be paid to their immediate family members as a war and patriotic allowance. 500 million won will be given to the immediate family members in the event of their death. 15. Regional revolution. The 8 provinces nationwide will be merged into 4 provinces in the east and west. In order to completely resolve regionalism, the entire country will be unified into 4 provinces by combining Jeonnam and Jeonnam into Gyeonggyang-do, Jeongbuk and Jeonbuk into Jeongjeon-do, Chungcheong-do and Gangwon-do into Chunggong-do, Gyeonggi-do and Seoul into Seoul, and Jeju-do will remain as is. 16. Conscription revolution. The conscription system will be abolished and replaced with a volunteer system. All conscripts, both men and women, will receive basic military training for 1 month and be discharged. Private soldiers will be replaced with a volunteer system and professional soldiers will be paid a monthly salary of 2 million won, thereby reducing youth unemployment and saving the national defense budget, which will be returned as a national dividend. 17. Agricultural land revolution. The agricultural land transaction permit system will be abolished, and agriculture will be expanded to our primary industry by activating weekend farming activities by urban residents, thereby starting a second Samal movement. 18. Agrochemical revolution. Abolish pesticide factories and convert them into microbial pesticide factories that produce pollution-free microbial pesticides, and ensure the safety of food and drinking water by producing safe organic crops. 19. Corruption revolution. Abolish the Kyung Young Act, which is hindering the domestic economy, and fundamentally resolve corruption by abolishing the current dual punishment system that punishes both bribers and bribe takers simultaneously and punishing only bribe takers. 20. Financial revolution. Abolish the real name financial system to prevent overseas outflow of domestic funds and foster underground funds, thereby creating a financial mecca in Asia. 21. Tax revolution. Activate securities trading by exempting securities transaction taxes for small investors with securities of less than 100 million won. Abolish local taxes and unify them into national taxes to prevent budget waste through centralized management. By integrating 36 types of taxes into one, tax revenue will increase by 100 trillion won every year. And by fundamentally blocking tax evasion by the upper class, tax revenue will increase by 200 trillion won every year, which will be used as a source of national dividends. Automobile ownership tax, registration tax, acquisition tax, road tax, and highway tolls will be collected when refueling. And all 15 types of automobile-related tax notices will be abolished. Tax point system implementation. Tax payment performance will be accumulated as points by individuals and companies, turned into assets. and those with high points or companies will be promoted as national benefactors and national companies. Tax points can be inherited and donated, and even those who have failed in business, are bankrupted, or are insolvent. Companies will be able to receive loans if they have high tax points. Inheritance tax will be abolished to prevent foreign capital from absorbing domestic companies. 100 trillion won in tax revenue will be secured from 5 million people every year by establishing special business operators, and paid to the people. 22. Income revolution. In order to realize the world's first middle classism, we will stop the vicious cycle of the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer by giving a national dividend of 1.5 million won per person per month to all citizens over the age of 18, thereby realizing income redistribution. 23. Judicial revolution. By making all crimes except violent crimes punishable by a fine proportional to property, we will increase tax revenue by approximately 100 trillion won per year, and by closing all but one prison in the country, we will reduce the wasteful prisoner management and labor costs, which will be paid as a national dividend to all citizens over the age of 18. 24. New Deal revolution. In order to completely resolve the unemployment problem, we will create approximately 1,000 agricultural New Deal complexes and achieve complete self-sufficiency in food as a primary industry. To this end, we will hire over 3 million citizens aged 18 to 80 who produce ginseng, special crops, and general grains, and provide them with a monthly salary of 1 million won in accommodation. 25. UN revolution. Relocate the UN headquarters to Panmunjom to prevent war in our country, and promote world unification led by Korea by attracting 500 UN organizations. 26. Currency revolution. In order to recover 900 trillion won in underground funds, change the currency design while keeping the value of the currency the same, and completely recover underground funds by changing all money, checks, and government bonds, and distribute this as national dividends to all citizens over the age of 18. 27. Bill revolution. Bills received from companies can be immediately cashed by the bill insurance corporation, and companies issuing bills must subscribe to bill insurance to complete